dollar numbers, but just general numbers about the number of projects, international projects in China, how many international firms are bidding there, what is their average composition of the project. Did you manage to get any numbers to indicate that beyond logic, this study is needed?
Some numbers related to the industry, however, they are just basic. They are not very specific into the amount of international projects, for example, to make an argument about offering internationalization. They are mainly about the market of BIM, for example, the market of cloud computing services, how cloud could be useful to the client, what kind of value that could be generated, and so on. But in this special case about what value of international projects, for example, I haven't checked it, but I can do that. What else? But yeah, basically the value of BIM and cloud computing and software customization, which are the three main aspects required for the business models.
Yeah, I'm sure there is now numbers, especially from BIM vendors, that estimate the size of the industry and the potential of the industry international. And it would be very obvious at that point when BIM is increasing internationally and the international capabilities in BIM are not catching up. This gap can be filled by knowledgeable BIM consulting providers here in North America, and this would be the size of the market. Have you seen in your literature review any indication that the industry is already being part of that? Like, did they have to customize some BIM services to somebody, do a matchmaking website to get the contractors to be qualified for the owner or something like that?
They are done by many companies. However, it's not done as a package. So there is an example, a company that BIM the design. But what after they BIM the design, they throw it back to the owner or the client, and that's it, without having to do the design analytics or the knowledge-based optimization for the model they have. Another company that sell market reports, but what's within the market report, what added value can I produce and sell to the customer? They just produce the report and then sell it back to the customer.
Okay. Did you see any trend like this in other industries? Meaning other industries are always ahead of the construction industry. And did you see any trend like doing these business models there? Any case studies, any numbers, any success factors?
A very good example was Salesforce. So what they do, they offer customer relationship management software. And then after they offer the software to the client, it coordinates all the stakeholders together. The company not only offer the software, but they also do analytics of the data gathered by the software. So they analyze the customer trend, who is buying what's their problems, what are their feedback, and then sell this data back to the software client, so to their main client. They use the data after that in order to improve their consumer product and make it more tailored towards the customer needs.
You also in your research, this is my second major point, is that you seem to have adapted the viewpoint of the consultant. How can I change? How can I offer the customer this? How can I provide value to the customer? But you gave little attention to the view of the customer themselves. Like, how can they establish or measure that you are providing me with less value, that your service is worth $2 per month that I'm going to bill? So this is the value assessment from the customer point of view. And also the trust. How would I trust that you provide me with the right service? And how would I, as for example, as a subcontractor, would put my profile in your company and expect something?
Kind of related to what I was alluding to, that okay, I'm a company, I do all these decisions on a daily basis. Now I'm seeking somebody else who is more specialized in this stuff. I'm trying to hone down on what would be the value added that would require that they send me a bill at the end of the month, right?
Yeah, but are you talking about you being a consulting company or a client who needs service? Because if you are a consulting company, his proposal is that you upgrade your services to improve face-to-face and cloud-based. But if you are a client, then that's the question. How would I trust that you are online and providing these services, and how do I know that they're good?
It comes from the pre-qualifications first. What's my reputation in the market? I previously mentioned that I cannot build a whole new office only based on this. It's just an upgrade to who I am already now. So if I get a traditional project, then using some marketing tools and marketing myself and improving my image to the client, I can sell them the adding business models to what I already have. But solely starting on those three only without having the pre-qualifications, the history, the reputation that positions me in the market, at the end of the day, it's still the image and trust building is face to face. I know you, I will deal with you, I know who you are, what you do. But to market, so it's basically marketing new business models, not marketing a new company.
It's more of an upgraded business model.
Upgraded, and it will still depend on the pre-qualifications.
So are you saying that these business models are not applicable to startups? They have to be used by very well-established companies?
Yes, or yeah, very well-established companies in their area, in their scope. So if they have
Make
this,
a startup and make an alliance with a big company?
you make a startup and
I'm just starting up from UFD, and I will make an alliance with a big consulting firm.
if they are willing to do this, you can, but they most probably can take them and apply them by themselves without having you as a partner.
So I guess the addressing of the variety of trust models is something that you may want to add to your work, especially in the customer side. As I said, the customer side is just like a byproduct in your case. Customers would want that. But in addition, also the trust models that exist in the industry, especially other industries, are not only conducive or dependent on the fact that I'm well established, people will trust me, so there is no room for the startups. Startups can have a room in this thing. So you may want to hopefully investigate a couple of trust models that exist in the business that allow startups with no experience or no names to have a chance to flourish in this market, to the extent that at some point the big players ended up buying them because of the value that they have. Back to the survey and the sampling of experts, in my view, is not exactly random. I think it was mostly purposeful sampling. You targeted people with knowledge of this domain, people with maybe experience in this domain. So I think you should consider to say that at least the ones that came from LinkedIn were most probably partially random, but the others were purposeful because you selected them intentionally. Let's go back to the divide between the clients with an engineering department and no engineering department. You notice that those who do not have engineering departments are not interested in this. Could you tell more about why is that?
They are
why
the
do they
least
like-
interested, yeah. So we can argue this. We can argue that a company without any engineers would be willing to innovate more or not innovate more. But I based my conclusion upon the results I got from the survey. In my opinion,
Do you agree with that?
yeah, that's where my opinion comes. In my opinion, that a client would, I trust engineers though. So I think if there are engineers in the company, they might be willing to coordinate more in the model. They will understand what I'm selling, and then they might be a good client for it. But a client without an engineering department will not understand well what I'm selling. They will go for the basic services first. I don't want this added value. I don't understand it. Give me the design. Just give me the design. I'll do the project. I've been working like this forever, and it's working. So why would I trouble myself getting new services? In my opinion, that's why it's the least suitable